Okay, so we're starting a video log of this thing. We're calling it ACT. I didn't come up with this idea.
Some what ACT means.
ACT stands for Animated, Closeness, and Touch. And I got this idea from a American Pop class I took where we had to do all these really weird things to earn points and get so many points to pass the class. And let's just say ACT is the easiest of all of them to do. So far today we were successful. We thought we might not be successful.
So
Got to the end of the day and I was still like, I haven't
acted.
Okay, the touching is really difficult. This is the hard part of this. It's easy enough to talk to a guy, although it's kind of
Standing close, they could be weirded out, but it's easy.
But touching, holy cow, my touch was like a high five and handshake.
Same here.
Yay. We should go on
Erica
by
was
one.
the queen of it today.
Erica was the best.
No,
We
well,
didn't do anything until this evening.
I had a lot of accidental success. It wasn't intentional.
Hear about it.
That's better.
So, actually, the whole reason it started was because Marina, I saw her talking with the guy, and I was like, oh
I
yeah.
acted for 1 second.
She aced it.
Is with Eric. I don't know if that counts as acing it, but
It counts. It's a guy.
No, but I'm already comfortable with it.
No, hey, my guy, the first guy I was already comfortable with.
It's okay, yeah, I'm just actually more animated than usual.
Oh dear. Yes, so, what I did was, so I saw them, and we had combined meeting because it was the 5th Sunday, which was awesome. And I walked in, and I was going to talk to Beric, who's one of my good friends, but instead Nick was standing there. And Nick's also one of my really good friends, and kind of really cute. And so, anyway, so I started talking with him, and we talked. He had just finished a triathlon yesterday. Besides triathlon, I mean, seriously, who does that? That was really cool. And so I gave him a high five. Woot! Touching accomplished. I didn't really have to try hard to act animated because it was a really interesting conversation. And we even continued it after I sat down. He had to play the piano, so he was sitting right in front of me, so we kept talking.
Closely walked over the piano.
And then I asked if I could borrow one of his books.
And I talked to him for a little bit, thinking maybe I can act, but there was a piano in the way, and so never mind.
It didn't work. It's okay, we'll see if it's acting considered a good day. That's really what this experiment is all about.
It's true. And so, yeah, I asked him if I could borrow a book from him. It's this really awesome book that I've been reading. I'll not bore you with. But, so we got, and then this afternoon after church, I went by and we talked for a good long minute, and I got the book, and anyways.
Okay, my experience.
Okay.
I woke up this morning super confident in my acting abilities.
Oh, that's the other thing.
I got to church. I started my period and the cramps came. And they were like, okay. That was when I acted there for 30 seconds. And then it just hit me like a bricks. And then I didn't want to do anything but kill anybody, let alone look at a boy, /act with a boy, /act interested in a boy. And so I didn't act all day at church, but I'm glad I inspired Erica.
Pretty much all throughout church, I was like, I should do it. I'll just talk to this nice girl over here. That's so much more.
Hey, you're still getting to know people in the Lord.
Oh my gosh! But then, well, and I'm in the really studying presidency, so I do need to get to know the girls anyway. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't feel bad about this, but I do need to be talking to boys. And so I didn't really talk to anyone all day. And then, well, I talked, but I didn't touch, so it was just
Half acting. It was
Yeah.
easy.
We call it acing.
I don't even think I got close. It was more like, But then I wore prayer and went up, and it was really awkward because all the guys were on one side and all the girls were on one side. And so while we were saying the prayer, I was like, inspiration, I know what to do. And so I just confidently walked over and I'm gonna bridge the divide. We're separated, but I'm gonna cross over, and told them that. And yeah. And so just started getting to know them with all the awkward, where are you from and what's your major questions. And then I kept thinking, what can I do to touch them? And couldn't think of anything because I'm there's this group of guys here. How do I just touch someone? So at the end, when I was I gotta go to the bathroom, high fives. They gave me high fives. And I left. was super awkward. But they
That
didn't
was so
look
good.
awkward. Like, it was actually pretty smooth, and I was just like, I gotta go now, so bye. And there was only 2 left at the time, so they both just gave me a high five, and then I left, and I was like, score! I acted! Woohoo! But then the better part was at the end of the night, I came back to help Marina,
Because I hadn't done it yet, I chickened out. Just, yeah.
but then I left her because I spotted a friend of mine who's, well, I hadn't seen her in a while, and I started talking to her, and she was sitting by this guy, and I thought they were dating, and found out it's her brother, and he was really cute, and I started
Not her
talking to
boyfriend.
him,
Not
and I
her
shook his
boyfriend.
hand twice. The second time, I guess, was more awkward. I didn't feel awkward, but she did.
No, I don't think anything felt awkward. I think.
Okay, good. It was natural. And then afterwards, I texted his sister, and was like, you should set us up, and she's going to. So it was successful. As much as,
That was
like...
your brother?
Right? I thought they were dating. That's why I've never talked to him.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
Aaron's
because
gonna
I
go
also have a
first.
story.
yeah, I
So-
did my word prayer part. Now it's your turn.
My word pair part was awesome. So Marina and I were talking because we were feeling really awkward and not wanting to talk to boys and break into circles because it was weird. And but then this guy came over and asked us to go talk to some girl, and I felt like it would be really obvious if we both suddenly left the conversation and started talking to this girl. So I went up to the guy that gave the message and was like, "Hey, thank you for the message." And he's like, "Yeah," and he shook my hand and he initiated it and has a really good handshake. And then
that Jordan.
yeah. He's pretty attractive. Definitely pretty good looking. And actually turns out that he has family that was in my ward back in Woodland Hills. And we started talking about like grad school, and we started talking about different like politics and just some really awesome, really cool stuff. Like, he's a really cool guy. Definitely want to get to know him more. Maybe we can try a little more acting with him. It was definitely successful, and like I could tell he wanted to keep the conversation. Like, it wasn't just me trying to hold him there. It was like back and forth, so that was awesome. Right, and now Marina's starring.
We've been super lame. I was acting with Carlos and Kyle, and I was like, Kyle's engaged. I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts.
It counts because she's getting out of her bubble.
Not my bubble. We're already friends. Like, but I've never talked to Carlos, so that was good. That was probably the longest conversation I've ever had with Carlos, and I've lived here for a year, so it's my time.
How'd you touch
I did not touch Carlos. I touched Kyle, but again,
Oh
he's
my
engaged.
Okay, but you were
Doesn't
touching
count.
someone.
It's
It
true.
counts.
But
Yeah.
then I
'Cause you're not
migrated
used
over
to
to the
touching
Jordan
people.
Lars like Celeste table, and I acted there too. So Pokemon Go, guys. Who knew being a nerd comes in handy?
Especially if
It
you're
is
right.
But I didn't touch Jordan because I was like, I know he was like all over the place. He was just like moving, and I was like, okay. But yeah. So
We've
I guess
discovered
that's
the
my
touching
today.
is the hardest part.
touching is the hard
Yes.
part.
It's
Martina
like
obviously
super
disagrees.
uncomfortable for me. I do not like it, but I think the more we get comfortable talking to people that are
I touch people.
not
all the time.
available, we will
Yeah, that's
eventually
because you're
become
good at
comfortable
it.
with
We're
others.
not. That's why we're doing it.
I think because I talk a lot and I just like touch.
I talk a
You
lot.
like
I don't
voice.
like to touch people.
I talk a lot too, but I don't like to touch people. So that's why we're doing this, because we're all bad at touching. You don't have to do the axe program. Okay, I completely plan on getting a boyfriend out of this, and then whispering the story of when Nephi killed Laban in his ear. Totally planning on doing that.
Can you summarize that in 30 seconds?
What?
It's so super
Yeah.
short, 30 seconds.
That's true. Okay, maybe I'll do something else. Like, ooh, I could do the story when Shiz gets his head chopped off and he wanders around without a head for
Yeah,
a
just
little
like
bit.
memorize people verses.
Yeah.
That's what seminary conversations do, right?
Or to me, he does not stink, and that's so rude.
No, because that's...
you do not stink.
You're like, whoa! No, because then he'll actually check his cologne. I don't want him to, like, check his pulse to make sure he's still alive. He won't do that, but he'll...
Yeah. I call it a success today. It's
Yeah.
just, but almost a fail at the same time.
Almost
For
a
me.
fail, but then at the end,
Erica rocked it. We'll give her the gold star for today.
It's okay.
She wins. Yeah.
That was kind of abnormal and very unplanned. All of the acting that I did, but I don't know. Mostly I just want to flirt because I'm sick of not flirting. It has been about a
it's
year
not
since I
flirting,
flirted.
It's acting.
Okay, it's been a year since I've had any communication with a boy where I've even remotely analyzed whether or not they're cute. And I fear that's a problem I should probably I mean,
I think
I'm only gonna be in promo for so long. Yeah, seriously.
You're like the
You've been getting all these
voice.
comments.
Yeah.
Jump in. She's not doing it with us, but she's
But
awesome.
she's here and we love her.
She's already a pro.
Yeah, seriously, she's already
Yeah.
dated like 10 guys.
no, my boobs are saggy here. We're not gonna show this to guys.
We're not.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna
Say
censor
it.
us.
We have used names, so no.
Yeah, no.
Maybe our children someday, but only
Yeah.
maybe.
That's a big maybe.
Probably
Okay.
just like look at it at our like reunions or reunions.
So what am I supposed to talk about?
We're just introducing you.
Oh, hi, I'm Martina.
Here, I can scoot over
I
somewhere.
touch.
What were your like awkward or your boy experiences to the interactions today? That's
It was good. We touched a lot.
You have to tell the full story.
So I went on a date. So I went on a
Suck
date
up on each other.
on a second, kind of a second day. So we went on a date Saturday, and then we had a 3-hour walk today. And so it was really good. I'm pretty sure he touched me, and I kind of felt tingly, so I feel like I had to touch him to see if I was really feeling tingly. Yeah. So I did feel tingly.
There you go. And then if you marry this kid, then we have record of tinkles.
That's true.
If you don't, then it's kind of useless, but...
I'm glad I didn't say his name then. So
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
just say
Gotta
my
keep it
future
anonymous.
husband.
That's true.
Yeah.
Emily might be in this video. Where are the future videos?
Maybe.
We'll just have guest stars in our video live.
Yep. And that'll be
We're getting
boyfriend.
too long.
Yeah, so torture
Okay,
your
bye!
Bye!